You must have come across many of the news reports, articles, videos talking about the protection of doctors from the violence, which has drastically increased during the pandemic. As per the report of IMA, 75% of the doctors in India face violence, whether the violence is verbal or physical. And the same happened in a recent case where the doctor was harassed and threatened by the relatives after the patient's death. The Punjab and Haryana High Court, while listening to the plea filed to quash the FIR, which was lodged against those people, observed that the doctors are in the need of protection and doctors cannot work under such a pressure of being beaten if the results are otherwise as the patient or patient's relative family think. And the family of patient, relatives, friends, everybody must respect doctors as they try their best to cure the patient to save the patient's life. If the patient or the patient's relative believe that the doctor was in fault, cases can be registered against the doctor and cases can be registered under medical negligence. That simply means doctor was negligent about the work due to which the patient suffered, and that can be about improper or unskilled treatment. Coming back to the topic, let's discuss the ambit. Violence will include bullying, abuse, either oral or physical injuries, harming the property of hospital, that means vandalism. Now, but it is not like that everybody comes with the intention to cause injuries to doctor or harm the property of the hospital. There are some of the factors which add fuel to the fire. Let's discuss those factors. These are some of the reasons. The very first one is overcrowded hospitals. Reason being the hospitals are disproportionate to the patients, therefore overcrowded. Then the most of the hospitals do not have all the facilities like sitting arrangement. The patients or the relative of the patient have to stand for hours in the queues. Shortage of staff, shortage of equipments, and of course the cost, the price of the medicines. Next one is central legislation. We do not have any central legislation, security deficiency, and sometimes there is poor treatment. How doctors can avoid violence or at the very least minimize it. The very first one is improving interaction with the patients. A good communication between patients and doctor can work, and then minimizing lengthy waiting times for the patients. Now, what hospitals can do to avoid violence? Employing a sufficient number of staff, then strengthening the security. Now, what government can do? The government should bring a central legislation which is stricter and harder, and this has been the demand for a long time. Though there are some state legislations available, but that is not sufficient. Through many conferences, seminars, it is conveyed to the government to take steps to save doctors. For the same, the Delhi Medical Association moved Supreme Court, stating that the existing laws are not effective and sufficient. Now we all need to wait for a central legislation covering this issue specifically. Meanwhile, we all can aware people around us to save the saviors. That's all from my side. I end my video here. Thank you so much for watching it.